Hello, I'm Jason Yadoni, and today what we're going to be doing is another Coding for Beginners episode. This time I think is episode 7, and let's get to it. I'm thinking of basketball this time, so let's go to the background creator immediately. And I think I know one thing that's just fit for this. Let's duplicate this. And let's go here. Now let's change the screen to brown or tan, which I think is the color of basketball. And same for these outer layers. Go like this. I think that's like the flooring. So here we're just editing the corners. And there. Okay, now let's edit this. I think the faster way here is now to make the background tan. I think that makes things go a little bit faster. Now let me put this. So where is this from? Okay. I think I know this. Yeah, that's what I thought. Now let's see. This is the bottom rack, so there it is. Okay. Now let's just fill it like this. And we'll only have this one there. And the only thing other than that we need to edit is to create a hoop. So I think I'm going to create a hoop like this. Not very even, so let me try to get it perfect. Okay, maybe not perfect, but at least a little bit more even or symmetrical. Okay, this looks a little bit better. Now, let me go for the white. I think I'm just going to do this or something. And I think that works. Now let me add kind of like what it's supposed to be. The little block. I don't know what to call it. The board at the end. So let me take out these right here. And let me put in, I need to put this, and let me put in this right here. Okay, I think that looks good. Yeah, I'm just gonna add that to the end. And I'm going to delete this frame. And now we have one here. We need to duplicate this. But the only way to duplicate it is by creating another one so that it goes on the other side. So I think I know how this works now. Okay. Seems a little bit small, so I'm just gonna delete this or click this. And now I'm gonna find it. Okay, so I think I've got it. Now I'm just gonna add the white, the extra white parts for the net. And here. Now the brown. I'm just gonna add that. looks pretty good, but I think that this is a little bit off for the side. Doesn't look like they're both, and actually it looks like they both are in the right place. Let me see. Okay, so now it looks pretty well. Okay, I think that this is set. Now let's just add some extra white parts. I'm just gonna do this, and let's add a middle area. I think that looks correct. Yeah. Okay, yeah, this looks okay. I'm just going to. Okay, never mind. So this looks decent. So I think that we're done with the background. Now I think we can move on. So let's actually rename this right here, and let's call it basketball. Basketball. Okay. Now we can go to the character creator. Let's create a new one. Let's call this basketball again. Basketball. And let's edit this. Okay. Now let's completely delete this actually and start from scratch. Okay. So for the ball, I think we'll start off in the same way as we did for the last one. So just like this. So I'm going to create something that looks like it's in the middle. And now let's keep going up. And now here. Okay. Change that over here. And now we're going down here. And yeah, that's it. Okay, first try. Now let me add the black lines coming down the ball. Those black lines. Let's try adding more. Yeah, that looks slightly like a basketball. Now I can duplicate this and put this for every single thing. So I'm going to edit this, click this button, and click this. And now I'm just going to click this every time to paste this in. And now we have a basketball. I was just doing a quick basketball. I'm definitely not going to get better than that. So now I think we can go on to creating a new story. So let's click this, add new basketball, add new character. Wouldn't it be funny to add this? And let's add this car, and our last one is, oops, yes, accidentally clicked. Let me go even further. I think I should add a referee. Let's go a little bit further. Wonder where. Okay, I'm just gonna get the closest character that I can find now. Oh, there he is. Okay, let's finish this. Let's call this basketball again. And let's add a new scene. Scene 1 here. And it's him versus this. Okay, so he's gonna say, I am going to win. And then the Goomba comes back and replies from his broadcast. So he broadcasts to him, and then he says, and then he waits for this broadcast from this, and he'll say, no, I will. And then the calls start. So let's do this. Okay, so now I'm planning to create it as somebody cheated for the basketball by getting a remote control flying car and hitting it into the goal. So that's what I think is gonna happen. Okay. Now he'll say no, I will. And then he'll broadcast. And he'll say, wait for a broadcast. And he'll say, we will see about that. We will see about that. Okay, now we're gonna be starting the game. And he will be calling start. 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 Okay, there. Start. And he will broadcast to this, and our basketball will say, we'll wait for a broadcast, and he'll say, and then he'll say start. So there. Now I think that's set, so let's just test this out. Okay. I'm going to win. No, I will. We'll see about that. Start. Okay, now let's go on to making our yellow. Do this. I'm just gonna make this a new scene because we want to keep everything at the same so that we can edit this and we won't have so many code in one thing. But to keep it simple, I'm just gonna do all of this code in one thing just for you guys. So now let's edit this again. Yellow will come 1, 2, 3, 4 to be getting the ball. So he'll move this way fast for 4 times. And he'll wait for this broadcast. No, not him. He'll broadcast it to yellow. And he'll wait for this broadcast. And then from our basketball, and then he'll say, he won't say, but he'll move this way, and he'll also repeat this 5 times. So he'll move 4 times, and then he'll do the action to broadcast, and he'll broadcast to our basketball, and he will wait for this broadcast and immediately start moving this way for this many times. So he will move this way. I'm thinking now 1, 2, 3 times. Okay. He's gonna be moving 3 times. And when he broadcasts, he'll be doing the same code. So move 3 times. Let's edit that. And repeat 3 times rather than putting 3 of these in. And then he'll cross him. So first the basketball will be moving down. Let's see how this went though. If my guesses are correct, it'll stop right at our thing. So okay, and now he'll go and dodge. So move, he'll move down, and then after he moves down, this will do the same. Move down, and then they'll continue moving this way. Move this way. Now let's see how many times. That is moved down once, and we'll need to do it again. And then we'll move up. Okay? So we'll move down once. So we'll repeat this 2 times. And then, okay, so let's repeat this around, we'll move here. And now let's go up. So we'll do action. And we'll move up once. And so the ball up. And then they both will move right again. So this is how it'll go. And now we will move this way. So I think this should work. And we'll move this way. I think we've already done that. Let's repeat this. Oh, we've already done this. Now we're doing this movement. And yeah, I think we're done. And after this, he will say slam dunk. Slam dunk. Okay, let's go and see this. I'm going to win. No, I will. We'll see about that. Start. Okay. Now he's grabbing the ball with him and dribbling it. Let's make that move a little bit more. I think that we can make him stop. We won't need this, but we will need him to move one more in this direction. Now let's see. I'm just going to fast forward to the part where we need it. Okay, so this is a good point. Now he'll dodge it and slam dunk. Okay, so now they'll say, so now we're going to start a new scene, and they're going to say, actually, let's, I keep on thinking of new scenes. Let's stop having new scenes. And now he'll say, he'll move back, I think. Okay, this is the reason why I said a new scene. Okay, now I get it. So let's create a new scene. We'll have this background. They'll start at the same place as they did before. And now they'll say, so now say, if the yellow team wins, then if the yellow team wins, then the brown team get knocked out. Oops. Okay, and I'll just do this. Let me edit this. We'll get, okay, now we'll say again, knocked. Oops, let me edit that. Let me change that. That keeps not looking right to me. So now let's go knocked out. And then they'll broadcast to Brown, and Brown will wait for this broadcast, and then he'll say, I need to win this. I need to win this. Okay, now let's go for him, and he will, and then, yeah, so he'll broadcast. He will broadcast again to him, and then he'll wait for this broadcast right here. And now he'll say, not move, say start. Stat, start. Now, yellow will obviously come forth and move this way and keep going for 4 shots. I believe that it 4 this time, or did it change? No, it didn't. Now he'll move, dodge this, dodge that. But there'll be a change in the system here. That is where this car will come forth, and he will score a goal. So then he'll say, hey, that's cheating. Okay, so now we'll go to start, and he'll immediately move and make his move. This will also start moving, wait for a broadcast, and from him, and he'll broadcast to him, and then he'll say, actually he'll move this way once, and this will also move this way once, and after they move this way, that is when this will initiate, our little car right here. So what our little car right here will be doing is they'll move down, and when they move down, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then they'll be moving down 4 times. Let's grab a repeat, and 4. So now they're looping for 4 times, and when they come down, I want them to move 4, I believe. So let's move this way 4 times, right here. And let's change that to 4. Okay, so let's test this out again. Ooh, this is what I forgot. We need to broadcast to this, and he will wait for this broadcast patiently. He will not, so he will wait for a broadcast from the basketball, and the basketball will also broadcast to the yellow. Let's see if that works. Okay? Oops. So he says I need to win this. And he'll broadcast to this back. And he'll also need to broadcast to him more. I don't know how this will go. Let me try and edit this. I think this works. So we make this wait for the broadcast, and then he'll broadcast to him at the end. Let's see how that fares. Okay. Okay. I think that looks fine. I don't know what happened there, but that only traveled for like 2 more shots. Oh, that only traveled once. So let's make this repeat. Actually, I know why that was only traveling this way. So let's put this back, and so this guy would now be right here if I'm correct. Let's see. Okay. And where did they last end up? Okay, so that is from here. From around this point, they'll need to go 1, 2, 3, I think. So they'll need to go down and then 3 times. So he'll broadcast to this red car, and the red car will wait for this broadcast, and he will then move down once, move down, and then move this way 3 times. Okay? 3 times right here, and repeat 3. Now I think that works. So when he repeats this, he'll then capture the ball, and let's see how that works. Okay. Okay, now this is where the fun starts, or the cheating starts, because he will then broadcast to this ball, and this ball will wait for this broadcast from him, and they'll immediately start moving this way fast. So they'll move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. This will move and repeat this 7 times. Whereas the car here will only repeat this. So they'll wait for broadcast, and he will only repeat this 6 times because they're not going to be going on the rim of the basketball hoop. So let's edit that 6 times, and let's see about this. Okay. So then he'll say, then they'll broadcast to him, and he will say, hey, that is cheating. That's a remote controlled car. Second car. For like 1 second. And then they'll say broadcast to this basketball, and then he'll wait for this broadcast and he'll say from here, and he'll say, so brown team is disqualified. And then he'll also broadcast to this guy, and he will, this is quite a lot of code, but this guy barely got to do anything so far. So he'll wait for this broadcast, and then he'll immediately say, no. So then he'll broadcast to him, and he will broadcast. He'll wait for this broadcast from him, and he'll say, and yellow team wins. And the yellow team wins. And that is the end. Let's see how this goes. I always start anything that we all do together. And let's click it. Everything that we do together is start. I'm not gonna say anything. Okay. I don't know about the under the foot part, but that was not intended. But I guess that was a little extra twist. Okay, we found our first problem. Our second problem, because he says that that's cheating before he even waits for a broadcast. So let's see. He'll immediately start moving and he'll broadcast to him and he will do this. But now he'll also broadcast to yellow so that oh, this is the wrong piece of code. Okay. Let me see this. He'll wait for a broadcast. I don't know what he'll wait for. So he'll broadcast to that. So then I think he should wait for a broadcast from him, and he'll broadcast to, and our car will broadcast to him. I think that should work. But when he broadcasts, he'll broadcast around this time. No, he'll broadcast when that's done. Actually, let's just not have a broadcast. I think it's good as it is. So let's not wait for a broadcast. Okay, now let's go. Let's see how this turned out. Apologizes for the dog in the background if you can hear it. That I don't know where it's coming from. Yeah, that looks okay, except the part that the basketball is the referee. I think that poses a good twist to it. So remember that the only reason I made the basketball the referee is because the basketball is there's no way to add another referee if I want all of my characters that are in the story currently in the story. So most people will shouldn't try adding characters that are not really used in the story because you're limited to only 4 characters per shot per story. So I don't know if you can get a paid version so that you can get more, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's find our last one right here at the bottom, and let's just read this for the last time, and then we'll say bye, and we'll wrap it up. I used our brown team player from another story, which you should see, which is our last coding for beginners thing, and slam dunk. Oh. Okay. And so the brown team is disqualified. No. And the yellow team wins. That's a good ending. Okay, so now that pretty much wraps things up for today. And yeah, let's just edit this. Yeah, that pretty much wraps things up for today. Bye. Tell me anything you want in the comments for any other things that you might want me to say, or you can comment for anything else you might want. Bye.